I got recruited to play basketball from schools all over the country. And here's how I learned how to sell. College basketball coaches and football coaches in America are the greatest salesmen on this earth. And here's why. They don't sell tangible products. They sell hopes and dreams. Please, when you get back to your respective market, stop selling tangible products and start selling hopes and dreams. You must understand that people buy based on emotion. If you sell tangible products, you will be like everybody else. But if you learn how to sell hopes and dreams, coming to the $1 Million Round Table will be an annual pilgrimage. My doorbell rang and all these schools are coming in and out of my living room. The funny thing about this, they all were good, but after a while they all looked alike, acted like, and sounded just alike. They all traveled in packs of threes. They all had on university-issue golf shirts. They all hopped out the same exact rental car. They came into my living room. They always put down a colorful brochure on the coffee table. They always had one Asian and one African American on the cover of the brochure. And that's when I learned the word propaganda. You're trying to convince me that Iowa is diverse. And after a while, they all looked alike, acted alike, and sounded just alike. At 17 years old, I went to my mom, I went to my dad, and said I had to make a tough decision, but they all look just alike. At 17 years old, I was begging for someone to differentiate. I don't know about you, but I hate making tough decisions. I hate making tough decisions. I love no-brainers. When I make no-brainers, I don't second-guess my decisions. When I have to make a tough decision, I always have this thought in the back of my head that I make the tough decision. There's people in your community, when they're looking for a financial advisor, they don't want to make a tough decision. When you come into their home, when you leave their office, your presence should be a no-brainer. As soon as you leave, they should say this: I have found my financial advisor, I have found my insurance agent, because it is a no-brainer. One day, my luck changed. The doorbell rang, and there was a man standing at my door named Clem Haskins from the University of Minnesota. He did not travel in a pack of three. He did not have on a university-issue golf shirt. He came into my house, three-piece suit, fresh haircut, looked like success, looked like money. For the life of me, I can't figure out why a financial advisor would come into someone's home and not look like success and not look like money. Let me help you out. If you're going to come into my house and trying to convince me to give you my money to manage, you should look like you have some money yourself. Coach Haskins came into my living room, three-piece suit, looked like success, looked like money, and walked into my house with confidence. He saw me on the couch, did not acknowledge my presence. He went in the kitchen, started talking to my mom first. He found out my mother is a native of Kentucky. Coach Haskins is a native of Kentucky. He stood in that kitchen, and all he talked about was Kentucky. Oh, he was good. Oh, he was smooth. He found out my mother was a native of Kentucky. All he talked about was red dirt and bluegrass. He found out my mother's best friend in college was his wife's first cousin. In 30 minutes, he had my mom eating at the palm of his hands and never talked about anything technical. He got done with my mom and went in the den and started talking to my dad. He said, Mr. Bond, I run my program with order. My dad ran his high school with order. Mr. Bond, I run my program with discipline. He ran his high school with discipline. He said, Mr. Bond, I don't know about you, but I'm a country boy from down south. I'm watching this man work my parents over. He said, I don't know about you, Mr. Bond, but I'm a country boy from down south. And I might lose you right now, Mr. Bond, because most coaches will come in here and lie to you and guarantee you some playing time. Not me, Mr. Bond. Where I come from, there is no free ice cream, Mr. Bond. I don't know about you, Mr. Bond, but I'm a country boy from down south. And if your son plays for me, he will get nothing free. He must earn his playing time. When he said that, My dad started drooling out the side of his mouth. My mom and dad were wrapped around his finger. As for me, I'm ready for this man to leave my house. You've been in my house for 40 minutes and you've not said one word to me? If you think my parents can help you win basketball games, give them the scholarship. And he finally looked at me and he says, Walter Bond, all state from Chicago. And I kind of perked up. You're the key, son. You are the key. If I get you to my program, you are the key. He didn't sell me a tangible product. He sold me a hope and a dream. And all of a sudden, in my mind, I thought to myself, I like him. As soon as he left, my mom and dad and I counted around the kitchen table. And we said, what do we think? Mom, do you like him? Oh, yeah, I love him. He's from Kentucky. I said, Dad, do you like him? Oh, yeah, he's a country boy from down south. Well, Walter, it's most important. I mean, you're the one that's going to play for him. Do you like him? He told me I'm the key. I don't like him. I love him. When you leave someone's home, they're going to ask the same question. Well, you know, we've seen 5 financial advisors. We've had about 4 or 5 insurance agents come in. What do you think about this last one? Did we like him? Did we like her? If the answer is, does the conversation go to the next level? You could become a no-brainer for your clients by looking like success, looking like money, but that's not enough. When I left sports and got into business, all these business people said, Walter, you need to be an effective communicator. If you want to be successful in business, you must be an effective communicator. And I started following business people around, and they would go to events, and they say, well, Walter, this is how you build your business. You got to network. So they would go to events and hand out business cards and say, I'm networking, 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 I'm networking. No, you're not. You're polluting. How many business cards do you have in your desk right now you can't remember who gave it to you? I went 7 years without a business card. I do 100 programs a year. We answer the phone and we take orders because I don't communicate, I connect. Stop communicating and start connecting. The likability factor is the best kept secret in business. People want to buy from people they like. When Coach Haskins left my home, he was likable and it was a done deal. When you leave my house, you should be a no-brainer because when you leave my kitchen table and my wife and I look at each other, we should say, you know what? I really like him. I really like her. He must be a part of the $1 Million Round Table because it's a no-brainer.